Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good? It's your boy BSMG Tanner. I'm back with another one, man. So today I'm finna do Foolio mom reaction. Shout out Say Cheese for bringing out, she's speaking on everything with her being shot multiple times, Foolio passing, and the arrest or whatever that was made off the death of her son or whatever. So yeah, let's see how she feeling, man. Let's see if she knew it was coming or it came unexpected, or you feel me. Let's just see how she feeling right now.
I've been knowing Foolio for about 7, 8 years personally. Always promoted him on my platform. Uh, uh, Great kid, great dude.
I thought his mom was like black. Him and Bibi, they brothers. I thought they was like blood brothers. So I clearly see that they got different moms and whatever. Cause that's what I'm saying. Like I thought the first mom was like black or whatever, like skin wise, and she kind of resembled like Tuka mom, Bibi mama. So this Foolio mom, so she a little caramel skinned lady or whatever. But let's get into it. So I'm guessing they got the same dad but different moms, or maybe they not even real brothers. Who knows? Cause this a totally different lady from Bibi mama.
He spoke on your name a lot too in interviews and things of that nature. It sucks that we have to meet, well, finally, get to know each other on these terms. You know, sorry about everything that has happened. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing good. I'm doing better.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car accident in the last year? Yep. Even
What's your mental, your mental like right now?
Well, of course, I have my days. I have my on and off moments. Um, I just try to keep busy, keeping busy with his music and other things that got going on with his career and labels and things of that sort. So I just try to keep myself busy, um, to not much think about certain stuff that'll ruin my day.
Yeah. I mean, I know things have changed drastically from phone calls to social media to you having to handle things like funerals and things, legal matters. Like, what has changed the most, over the past month?
Well, as far as with phone calls, I will say that normally people say that when a funeral is over, you don't get any phone calls. That has not been the case with me. Um, his friends keeping in touch, his fans from all over the world are keeping in touch.
That's good.
Family.
Shit, it look like, I ain't gonna lie, it look like his friends outside. So she not lying. I don't know the rest of them, but it's one dude in particular who I could point out.
Well,
That
as far
guy
as with
that
phone
that guy
calls,
that walked past with the white shirt. I saw him in Lil Cracker video or whatever. I don't know his name though.
I will say that
Yeah,
normally
his
people
his
say
homies
that
outside.
when a funeral is over, you don't get any phone calls.
Yeah,
That
it's
has
a few
not
of them
been the case
outside
with me.
over there.
Um, his friends keeping in touch, his fans from all over the world are keeping in touch. Family, just everybody, his distribution, people at Create Music. I talk to them directly all the time. So, far as with, I'm still keeping in contact and things with everybody. But far as with other things by handling legal matters, um, I've been in business since 2009, so that's something that I have always been able to do. Far as I'm handling business every single day, literally, on his behalf. With Charles, far as his business, his music career, my business, and things of that sort. So the only thing that has changed is that he is not here.
Mm.
Um, the only thing has changed is I got to keep his stuff going. I got to keep it going. As he said in other interviews, his team knows what to do if something happened. We already done talked about this. We discussed this. So that's the only thing that has changed, and of course the arrest. I'm relieved about that, and I'll be more relieved and happy when they pick others up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now you said that y'all prepared for it's the worst, basically.
Well, basically, it's not even the worst. That's with anything. And a lot of other people need to know. A lot of Black people need to know. It's everybody. A lot of people don't want to talk about death in case something happens. So me, I'm very responsible. Of course, I got policies on myself, my son, and my daughter. So a lot of people don't want to talk about that. So I already had stuff in place. Even if it was a car accident or a health illness or anything like that, I was prepared. I was prepared for it all. And so should others as well. So it's not like he keep getting shot at, I got to go ahead and get this. No, he has had insurance since birth.
Right.
So
yeah. So we're live in Jacksonville right now. Is that where you're born and raised too?
Yes, I'm born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay. And what was that like growing up for you?
Well, I was raised on the north side of Jacksonville. I wouldn't say I had a hard life. I never struggled or anything like that. I was raised by my grandmother and my great grandmother. My mom passed when I was about 5 years old. I'm the only child, but I never struggled. I went to all the schools. I was always popular at schools in my community and things of that sort. So I never seen a struggle. It came a time when I got a little older, maybe 17, 18 years old. I was in high school, being raised by my grandmother and great grandmother. Of course, they old, so they don't know nothing about the latest clothing and stuff or whatever. So I started doing hair at a young age, and that's what a lot of people know me from doing hair. That's what I started off doing hair before I got into nursing. So I didn't have like a rough life where I had to like be on the street and had like a survival or whatever. But I will say that I always was strong. I always had to take care of myself or whatever, because like I say, my grandmother and great grandmother raised me or whatever, and I moved out at maybe 18 years old into my own place. So like it was good. I was a cheerleader. I was in sports and things in school, so it was good growing up young.
Y'all hear what she's saying? For the women, she a hard working woman. She never had to sell her body. She never had to strip to make $1. She never had to do a lot of things that the women doing today. The only thing that she doing that most women doing today is she did hair, but she participating in nursing. She handling her son business while he's still not here. So you just gotta give her a thumbs up and salute her. She ain't shedding no tears right now, and cause she's speaking on the death of her son. So you feel me? You gotta salute this lady. She's just a strong Black queen. You feel me?
So you moved out at 18, and what was the next thing?
I moved
college or?
I moved out. When I moved out, I moved in Hilltop Village Apartments. Y'all have always heard him say about 1646 West 45th Street. I moved there. That was my first apartment. I moved there. Like I say, I did hair. I used to go to the clubs and things of that sort. I mean, I had fun. I was young. I had fun. I moved. I stayed in the bottom. He done talked about the bottom and stuff like that. That's right by Hilltop Village Apartment. He probably talked about 50-20 a little. I stayed out there maybe a year. And then it came a point in my life I was like, I think I want to get in the healthcare field. And I started off as a CNA. I went from a CNA to CEO, opening my own school, assisting individuals in the state of Florida with obtaining their CNA licenses, CPR, and first aid. And then I became a registered nurse.
Okay.
And as of right now, I help individuals start home healthcare agencies, phlebotomy courses, and things of that sort.
Yeah, because we seen the picture of you floating around, you know, with your
my picture is floating around. And a lot been seeing the comments. Oh, we didn't know that Charles' mom was a nurse or a doctor and something like that. Because what people do, they see an image. They see an image of Charles and they go to stereotype. So I seen somebody say, oh, she was a drug addict in rehab. And I never commented anything like that. So they say anything. So I seen they like, wow, his mom is a nurse. Yes, his mom is a nurse.
Yeah, a lot of people were shocked by that. I mean, they based off
Yeah.
his music, they assumed that his mom was some hood rat or some,
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, y'all gotta. I ain't gonna lie, y'all wrong for that. Anybody who addressed her on that type of time, where just because y'all kind of knew Foolio background and then y'all just did a judgment like, oh, his mom must be on crack, his mom and dad must not be in his life. Shame on you, bro. You don't even know. First off, you don't know this lady because you on the internet looking in, trying to figure out what his life like and how he was raised. And then second of all, bro, it's like, never judge a book by its cover, bro. If you don't know this lady, this guy, if you don't know nobody and you speaking on it, you shouldn't have nothing to say. That's just like a person that dislike me, and they go spread on the internet. Oh, he got his chain snatched or something like that, and now you got everybody running with that. He got his chain snatched. He got his chain snatched. You were goofy because you got your chain snatched. If that was me, it would have never happened to me. Bro, did you hear me say anything about me getting my chain snatched? And half of the time, these niggas who be having other niggas chains, they don't be snatching their chain. They be on some squeeze shit where it's, let me see your chain, let me try that bitch on, you know, on some fan type shit, or some shit where it's like, that motherfucker look cold, you feel me? And the guy or the female who being just like yeah, bro, you alright for right now. Even if I don't really fuck with you like that, you alright right now. I'll let you see it, and then they let you see it. Now this my shit, this my shit. Like you some type of big and bad motherfucker. You didn't snatch nothing, bro. I let you see that motherfucker and you ran off. Or what? In my case, I'm not letting nobody see none of my motherfucking jewelry if it ain't my homies. You feel me? You not even finna touch my jewelry. You could see. Just like you could feel, gang. You not feeling nothing on me, gang, because you not finna get in the position to pick my pendant up and to snatch that motherfucker off my neck. It's not happening, gang. It's not fucking happening. You feel me? You could look with your eyes. Don't touch. You touch, I'm smacking your hand down, and God forbid if I don't smack you in the face. You feel me? Let's keep going.
they see him eating noodles. Charles love noodles. Charles love noodles and hamburger helper.
That's real nigga, bro. That's real street shit, bro. Don't nobody, like, I understand you got money. You could go eat whatever you want to eat, lobster and all that shit. You feel me? But a hood nigga, he always gonna run to them noodles. He always gonna run to them noodles. You know why? Because they do the job. They get the job done. My belly full. You feel me? So, hey, ain't nothing wrong with eating no noodles. Motherfucker, I saw this post on Facebook earlier where it's this girl who said, cause she took a picture of a Cybertruck, and then it looked like her car was down there probably dirty as hell. You feel me? That Cybertruck probably 5 to 6 times worth more than the car she in, but she minded somebody else's business. Got time to took time out her day to take a picture and post it on social media, and then leave a hating ass caption with it, talking about some, cause the truck was parked outside a laundromat. So she said this person got all this money for this Cybertruck, but you ain't got enough money to buy a washer and dryer. How would you know what that person got, bro? Some motherfuckers be like, all right, I don't even want to wash in my house. I'm finna go on to the laundromat. And if that ain't the case, that person probably ain't that much in a position to wanna wash and dry in their house. You feel me? Stop minding other motherfuckers' business. How would you know what that person got? If anything, that person probably owned that laundromat and just decided to pull up in their Cybertruck that day. You feel me? Y'all stop minding other motherfucking business, bro. That's why a lot of people getting they head cracked and you feel me, getting messed up, cause you minding other people's business and you just trying to get attention and a few likes and laughs and all that, and that don't be about nothing, bro. Stop minding other people's business, gang.
Period. He loved noodles and hamburger helper. He would eat it every single day. That's what he loved. And when y'all see him on Instagram, eating noodles. They're like, oh, wait, his family, they got him eating noodles. And I'm like,
people business.
why you got these people thinking you eating noodles? If
That's
you
what
don't
he
stop
like.
it, Mom, go. That's what you wanted, and hang up in my face. So Charles did not have to. Charles did not have to eat no noodles. He did not have to eat no hamburger helper. He had people that loved him, and anytime he called me, I was there. I was coming.
How old were you when you had Charles?
I was
16.
probably, I was grown.
Oh.
Maybe in my early 20s, maybe 23 or something like that.
Okay.
Maybe my early.
What was that like raising him? Was it always, good, or
Oh
did it become a
God.
struggle sometimes, or
We
what?
can't even put this guy on camera right now. But how it was, Charles was off the chain. St. Clair Evans Elementary School, he was there with Kojite, Jada, all the same people y'all see him around or whatever. He was with them at this school. And they called me every single day. It was so aggravating. And then I called God. They're like, hey, you need to go. You got to go up there. He's just getting on my nerves. Then he went to middle school, Eugene Butler. Same thing. He always did good in school though. He always had good grades. Then he went to William M. Raines High School. They'll call me like, hey, Miss Sandra, can you come pick up Charles? I'm like, what he did? Oh, he ain't did nothing. We just don't want no riot next week. Cause it's gonna be spring break. We just don't want no riot or whatever. Got kicked out. Then he went to. He had my hands full.
Yeah.
He had my hands full.
Was his father in his life?
Yes, before his father passed, his father was in his life. Let me back it up. Because he used to always be around his dad, mother, and stuff like that. And he started rapping at 8 years old around there. So he started rapping with the $1 Billion Jits. We had a thing in Jacksonville called Come Together Day. So he performed at Come Together Day and things of that sort. He performed at the nursing home when I was a CNA back then. He made like a short film movie. I don't know if it floated on the internet for a while. But yeah, his dad was active in his life. Charles used to be in church every single Sunday. Every single Sunday. But I guess when they got out of church, they used to make their little music and things of that sort. So yeah, his dad was active in his life.
Yeah. And at what age was Charles when his dad passed?
He was maybe around about maybe 13 or 14 years old.
Was it due to street violence or?
Charles' dad, it wasn't like a street violence. He got in a fight with somebody. He was looking at TV, and then the guy, he's thinking everything cool or whatever, and the guy shot him in the back of the head.
Oh man.
Damn.
So it was.
At Fat Tire, we've been brewing crisp, easy drinking beer since day one.
It wasn't like.
So they got into a fight. Foolio did. He got into a fight, and it like died down, and I guess the guy, probably I ain't gonna say hopefully, probably the guy who he did get into the fight with was still in the house or whatever, the apartment they was in, and Foolio dead. He probably whooped his ass. And dude, it's just like today. Like, you got guys who can't take ass whooping, so I'm finna go get my gun, or some of them don't even want to take the ass whooping, and they'll straight pull out their gun. So that's probably what happened, or some shit.
A rival, like anything like that, but that's what happened.
Yeah. Do you feel like that affected Charles in some way?
Yeah, I think that affected him, and when his grandmother died, which is Charles, Big Charles' mom, he started to rebel. I ended up putting him in different programs. And I want to say this because I be seeing the comments. They're like, oh, his mom failed him, and his dad was in his life. I put him in Youth Crisis Center, Daniel Memorial Buildings, everything to help him. That boy I don't know who used to go pick him up. One day he was at Youth Crisis Center, and next thing I know, I go home. That's on the south side. I go home over on the west side. He's sitting on the curb. I'm like, well, who the hell picked him up from over there? And it's like as a kid, like 13, 14, 15 years old, he still had these older people like doing stuff for him. Like, and I think it was because of his dad, because a lot of people had respect for his dad. But I did everything
Makes sense.
I could for Charles. He never disrespected me or anything like that, cursed me or anything like that. But I think when his grandmother died and his dad died, that did play a toll on him.
Yeah. So that's when you first noticed the change.
Yes.
What kind of
I really
changes?
first noticed the change like when he got shot, when he was getting off the school bus, and he don't catch school buses. I was in front of the school, waiting on him, and fell asleep in front of the school. It was an alternative school, and then I'm like, Charles, where you at? He on the school bus, and then he stopped answering the phone. I'm like, I don't care what we got going on, he's gonna answer that phone for me. I don't care what it is. And I found that he got shot, but when he got in the hospital, this is when I found out at 14 that about the gun and all that stuff right there, because he was under a whole lot of anesthesia and pain medication and stuff. He was like, Mom, I need a gun. I'm like, what? And so that's when I really found out about this. That's when I started digging into social media on I think it was Facebook then. It wasn't no Instagram, but it was Facebook then. I started looking at all the stuff or whatever, trying to make myself aware and keep up with everything, and trying to make others that was around me aware what their kids was being involved with as well.
What age was he shot on the bus?
He was 14.
14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And this is around the time where his dad passed, his grandma passed. You're noticing the change. Do you notice? Do you ever find like a gun in his room or anything of that nature, or is it just all social media at that time?
Yeah, at that point, it was social media. Like I say, he never had that stuff around me. I guess he respected my career, and if he did, he hid it. He hid it. So he never had no guns around me, like smoking marijuana in front of me and all that type of stuff right there. No, I never saw none of that.
That's how.
Okay, so
That's how I am with my mom. My mom know I'm a certain type of way, but I'm just starting like 2 years ago. I'm 30 now. I'm just starting to like actually smoke in front of my mom. My mom knew I was smoking since I was about 17. You feel me? But I actually was smoking like a little bit before that. But once I got like around like a couple, like about 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago, I actually like started smoking in front of her. I honestly didn't even really smoke in my mom's house. You feel me? I'll just either go in my bedroom when she not there, and I'll smoke and let the window, the little window, let it up and just blow it out the screen or something like that. Or I'll go in the backyard and smoke. I'm 30 years old and I just started like smoking in my mom's house because she said it's fine. You ain't gotta go out there. It's crazy. You feel me? So it's understandable too.
the bus shooting, did that pop off the beef that everybody's seeing today, or was that just some
That
side?
was a whole nother beef.
Okay.
That was a whole nother beef right there. This stuff that's today, that's totally different, because you have to understand, back then, all of them used to be like friends. All of them was cool. All of them was neutral. I'm friends with all of their parents. I were friends, because when this stuff started, some people went their own way or whatever. But Brown then, everybody was friends. Everybody, like, they hung around him. Some of the same people that is involved in this beef, they either rap together. He did team parties, so they went to the team parties and supported him and all type of stuff. So that beef right there didn't have anything to do with what's going on today.
So I don't want to mention any rap names in this video as far as the people, his enemies, but so you're saying that y'all all know each other?
We know each other very well.
Okay, so
we know each other like, you stay right here and that one stay right there. We know each other where I was doing your hair. We know each other where we were hanging out together. We know each other where we know each other stayed at. We were friends. We were best friends. We knew each other, not just like, on social media. We have pictures together. They come up on my Facebook memories. We were friends. We were all friends.
And we're talking about people from other sides of town too, right?
Everybody.
Wow.
Everybody.
So when things get a little uglier, do y'all reach out to one another, or do people just distance themselves?
I'm the reacher outer. I reached out, as everybody know, that I got shot 8 times going to work early in the morning. And I was in the hospital.
Oh my God, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I damn near would have crashed out, motherfucker. Hit my mom 8 times. I would have crashed out. Then early in the morning, mom just waking up, bro. Mom just waking up, getting herself together, trying to make them funds do what they do so she could take care of her house and her kids. And for her to leave out to get shot 8 times, it's crazy.
Bed and I started reaching out. Like, hey, I don't want this to happen to you. I have one individual that say, oh, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to her, da-da-da-da. I'm like, darn, we was cool. We supposed to be adults.
Yeah.
Some adults not adulting. But then I have these other people on this side. I talk to the dads or whatever. Darn, that's what's going on. I'm sorry, Drake, da-da-da-da, whatever. And I do have some parents that I was talking to, or whatever, that we were sharing, like, posts and stuff, that anything we found out, we were exchanging information or whatever, because we wanted each other to be safe. But at the end of the day, you could tell these kids what to do and all that type of stuff right there, but they're going to do what they want to do.
If you've ever dreamed of owning an apartment complex and you live near one of these cities, then you've got to see the same ad.
We can't control nobody who want their kid to do stuff like this. Nobody. So, I reached out. I'm a reacher outer. I'm always reaching out, but it came a point where I stopped reaching out because people get mad. Oh, she calling me. Always got to call me and tell me about this. Okay, then. Well, I'm just trying to fair warn you. Warning comes before destruction. That this what's going on. This what your kid got going on. So I'm just gonna keep it to myself. But I feel bad as a parent and as a human being. So if I know something's going to go down, and if something happened, I would feel so bad that I could have said, hey, such and such. If I didn't say anything or whatever. So I just got to the point where, hey, I don't got nothing to do with it, and it is what it is. I tried to reach out, and that's it.
When did you know that it was real? I mean, we know getting shot on a school bus is crazy, but like, when did you know that, like, lives, people can end up dead, serious things can happen?
Shit, when her son got shot, bro, that's when she knew. When her son got shot coming off a damn school bus at 14 years old. Then when she just told you I got shot 8 times, she knew it was real. That car that she was in, or whatever the case may be, or if she was standing outside, whatever it was, bro, she got shot 8 times. She was the intended target. Whoever she was with, which I believe was Foolio, he was the real intended target. But whoever with you, she like a witness, gang. They trying to get her too. That's when she knew the shit was real.
Happened. What was the first time that you seen that?
That's a stupid ass question, bro.
That it was really
because
real.
It came a point and people was getting killed every day. Even from when he got shot at 14, his friend he went to Rains with, he got killed. These kids was getting killed like every other month as kids, every other month. And then just as like recently as 5 years, of course I knew it got real when they started getting killed or whatever. And then when I got shot in 2018. But I always knew that it was real because the violence was very horrible. It was bad. It was very bad.
Did you ever have sit downs with Foolio? The record When I See You, and it was a song where he listed, let me see, list of dead ops, where he's just naming everybody who passed away. Are you begging him not to put these out? Are you telling him to delete these videos?
I used to talk to him or whatever, and I like, oh, Charles, why would you do that? Why did you do that? He was like, Mom, you seen what they said about you? You seen they talked about my friends. You see what they said? So it's only a certain amount of stuff that I could do or whatever. When I used to tell him, hey, why did you do that? Oh, you ain't call their mom. You ain't hear the song they put out. So it's always a response or whatever. This person say this, and he gonna say something. But to think about, when he say something, it's gonna be more disrespectful, as we know. It's gonna be, and then I think with this music and this stuff that it's just so one-sided. Everybody hear what he say, but nobody don't hear what the other side is saying. they saying stuff to, and I don't like none of it or whatever. But they say certain things. I done been listening 10 songs. They done said my name about 10 songs. He has never said disrespected their parents and said their parents' name. But these guys done put me in my name in so many songs, like they know me, and these particular people don't even know me, at all. If like, I even seen on the Reddit app, they thought that Miss Sandricus was a baser. They thought that I was an addict. They just thought this stuff right here. They just painted this picture of me. And I let them paint it or whatever all these years or whatever, because I knew it was far from the truth. I knew that most of their mothers, aunties, sisters, girlfriends came and sat in my classroom to obtain certifications. And even though the beef was going on, I never turned them down, because I'm a businesswoman, or whatever. And I know that they didn't have anything to do with it. But what these parents need to understand is, don't be one-sided because your child was saying this or whatever, and he responding to this or whatever. Even though it's not right, but it's like a tit for tat thing that's going on. But yeah, I talked to him about it.
Yeah.
Why did you say? And then I'm gonna address this too. And they say, oh, he's so disrespectful. He jumping on people graveyards.
I was just about to ask you that. Go ahead.
This man ain't jumped on y'all people graveyard. Those grave sites were either out of town or around in a different like area, whatever. He didn't.
So the When I See You video, that's not the 23 guys gravesite?
No.
So what about the group of kids that he took a picture with, and they're all
he did that, and I told him about that as well. But when he jumping on those graves, that's not him. But when he did that, I called him cause you gotta understand, I don't like that. I was affected by this. And at that point, how old he was, 25, 24, 25 years old. I'm like, 24. Oh Lord. I'd be like, well, what's finna happen next? Who finna get shot next? It's just not gonna stop. Well, you heard what such and such said. It doesn't matter. It come a time where you stop. And at this time before he got killed, people wasn't hearing from him. People was at, where's Foolio at? Where he at? He ain't doing this and he was like straight chilling until the thing with King, with the fight thing about boxing, and then another rapper had mentioned him in the song. He was chill. He like, well, I've been chilling. Y'all was like coming for you. See how I just be chilling, I tell him, people want a reaction out of you, because if you do a reaction back to them, what's going to happen? The fans gonna go to their page, running.
Big facts. That's what I say. When somebody messing with you, bro, when somebody trying to antagonize you, they just want a response out of you. You feel me? Sometimes even when you not saying something, you got a person that'll get even madder. But they probably died down as time going, and you not responding. Oh, he a bitch. He ain't say nothing about this. He ain't say nothing about that. You could keep letting them talk. Like I told y'all in the beginning, bro, you know yourself better than anybody who trying to put some type of dirt on your name. If you know you, I'm gonna just give an example. If you know you was a busted up at, if you know you was a less fortunate kid back then and your shoes was busted and whatever, and then you got somebody who trying to like put that on you years and years from now, or even if they still is, like, your shoes dirty as hell, your shoestrings all chewed up, this and that, you could just say okay, and it's gonna make them even madder, because they not, all they doing, the reason why they trying to antagonize you, they trying to hurt you. You feel me? They trying to find anything where they could hurt your feelings and make you have a bad day. It's gonna make them have a bad day once they seeing the jokes they trying to put out and the hurt that they trying to put out ain't affecting you. You feel me? It's be like, okay, bro, like what you getting out of that? Talking about my shoes. Okay, I see you got your fresh ones on. Good for you, gang. And you could just go the other way. They gonna be sick after that. They gonna be like, damn, that motherfucker ain't even say shit back. They probably call you out your name because you ain't say shit back. But oh well, bro. You know yourself better than you You know you know yourself better than anybody. Don't ever let nobody tell you what you can't do. No, don't ever let nobody talk down on you. Whereas just because you was a less fortunate kid than they is, don't worry about it, bro. Karma gonna bite their ass in the ass, and you know what? When karma bite their ass in the ass, by that time you will be down there past them, or you feel me? You will be on a better level than they is, and you will have a better mindset than they is. You feel me? Don't feed into negative energy. Don't do it.
Numbers up and things of that sort. So you got to think smart.
Facts.
So, cause up until his death, he was chilling. He was like chilling hard. Cause I was wondering, I'm like, well, what you doing? You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing your music. You going to the studio? What's up? So he was like, he was just chilling.
Did y'all talk every day?
If it's not every day.
Do you want to eliminate escapism like porn, video games, and binging social media so you can finally get locked in?
Every other day.
That's that wake up. That was that wake up call. That shot in the foot, and then I think he said he got shot in the foot with a assault rifle, a 223 or a 7.62. I think it was 223 though, or something. You know them 223s, bro? They down there ripping off your feet. He probably had a big ass hole in the top of his feet. Wherever he got hit at, he probably had a big ass hole in this shit. That's why he was on that cast and probably had to do therapy for a few months and shit just to learn how to walk again, bro. It's wake up calls. Niggas have certain wake up calls, and then you got some guys who don't got no support system, meaning like no friends, no family, nobody to tell them, nobody to guide them the right way. You feel me? So as she said, Foolio got people that love him, so they steady telling him this and this and this, and he's seeing certain shit going on where his friends changing. Certain friends still want him to do negative shit. Certain friends want him to do positive things. Most of the family trying to guide him the right way. It's a wake up call for him. It finally hit him, and it's like, damn, this is my second or third time getting shot. My mama done got shot. My girl done got shot. My brother, I lost over 5, 6, 7, 8 friends, and this and that. It hit him. It's a wake up call. So you nigga be just be like, man, I ain't going outside today. You feel me? I'm finna chill with the family. I'm finna chill with my girl, or I'm just finna sit back in my crib and play the game, or or just scroll or something and see what's going on the internet. You feel me? I ain't finna respond to nobody. I ain't finna antagonize nobody. I ain't finna do nothing. I'm just finna fucking chill, which is the right way. What a lot of dudes need to do, instead of running to the internet trying to get a reaction out of everybody, and then you end up losing your life, or you end up getting somebody else's life took because they can't get you because you hiding behind a keyboard and a phone antagonizing a whole bunch of people, and due to them can't get you, so now they finna get one of your family members or friends that ain't had shit to do with nothing. You feel me? Y'all gotta stop that shit, bro. It's best to chill and just run up your bag, bro.
Yeah. Was there ever a point where I asked him this in the interview when he was laying in the bed with his foot up? I was asking him about, why not move away, or change your life around, change locations, and he felt like if he would have left, bad things would have happened to family members and things like that.
Charles loved Jacksonville. Charles loved Jacksonville. Charles loved his friends. Charles didn't have to be in Jacksonville. Charles got a whole house somewhere else or whatever. He just loved Jacksonville. He loved it. And I used to always tell.
That's like, once again, that's like the duck situation. That's anybody, bro. Like, when you come, ain't nothing like home. You feel me? Ain't nothing like home besides all the bullshit you got going on. But if you know how to move through your city, can't nobody tell you can't come back here, or can't nobody tell you that you not, you feel me, you scared to come back. Like, you know how you move, bro. You feel me? And that's the thing with people. They be like, oh, he a bitch because he left the city. It don't make you no bitch because you left the city, bro. That's what you trying to do. That's like when how I'm from Chicago, bro. This a cool city, but I done seen it all out here, gang. I want to move and live better. You feel me? I want to move and live better. I don't want to stay in this city all the time and still going through the same shit. So salute to anybody who from a certain city and know that city kind of fucked up and just want to see more. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. It's nothing wrong with that at all. I encourage everybody to see the real. It's so I be seeing all these different movies and backgrounds and certain scenes. It's like, damn, that look cool. That look cool. I wouldn't want to live in Paris, but I want to visit Paris. I wouldn't want to live in fucking England, but I want to go visit England and all that. You feel me? I wouldn't want to live in Jacksonville, but I do want to go to Jacksonville. I wouldn't want to live in Memphis, but I want to go see Memphis. I don't even really want to go to Memphis for one thing, and that's to damn near take a picture about a dolphin mural. You feel me? I want to slide through Dolph Block on the south side of Memphis to see how his people living and shake a couple motherfuckers' hand. I'm not a fan of nobody. That's one thing. Like how everybody be like say for if you see a famous person, like it's this one time. I'm gonna give an example. It's this one time when I was like first growing my dreads. I ain't got them now, so you know that was some years back. But I was just growing my dreads, and my girl she stayed over there on 60. Right on 63rd and Normal, but she stayed on like 61st and Normal. You feel me? 61st place or something to be exact. So she stayed over there. So I had a car at the time. It was my first car, and I had a 1998 Bonneville. So it was one time because she started my hair. So it was one day she did my hair, and I was like, I'm finna run to the gas station. I go to the gas station right there off 63rd and Lafayette. Guess who walked in that motherfucker? No lie, my dead homie. Guess who walked in there? Lil Durk. I didn't walk up to no Lil Durk. Oh man, I'm a big fan of you. Oh, this and that. Oh, I love your music. No, bro. These motherfuckers is normal people. They just in a spotlight with a bag, and they living better than us. That's all it is. I'm not a fan of nobody. Like if I really watch you or something and we come like shoulder to shoulder or whatever, I'll dap you up and give you your flowers. Like, keep doing what you doing, man. I fuck with that shit. But I'm not finna dick ride nobody at all. Like I don't even know this lady name, but it's this other lady that do she be doing like little skits with Skimbo on them and whatever. Like she a midget. Excuse me for not knowing your name, but I just see you on videos. I don't go search for you and whatever. And that's how I knew who you was, because I see you like participating in the skits with Skimbo and them. But I just saw her at the gas station on what is that gas station? On 39th, right there off, right before King Drive, next to the little car wash. I just saw her at the gas station. I wanted to go say hey to her, but I'll be feeling goofy if I don't know her name. And then I put myself in a place where I'm not a fan. I like the content, but I'm not a fan. You feel me? I'm not a fan of nobody. No rapper, no basketball player, no type of nothing. I'm not a fan of nobody, but I like your content, basically.
Tell him and beg him, you need to leave from there, da-da-da, whatever. But he just loved Jacksonville. He was not going to leave. He was not, even when he got shot October, I begged him, and his manager begged him. He just would not leave.
With HoneyBook, you can make sure your marketing business is as polished and professional as you really are. Here's how.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's the same thing with FBG Duck. He passed in Chicago. It was just one of them things where you're kind of like just too loyal to your people.
Big fact.
Like you want to take care of everybody. You want to make sure everybody's straight. It's just that leadership mentality that they have, because Duck was a leader as well. Foolio, I know a lot of people look up to him. It's just that leadership mentality to where as though you just want to control the ship, and you feel like if you leave, it's like a guilty conscience. It's like survival's guilt, kind of.
Facts.
Yeah, so I don't know. I couldn't get into him. Only thing he would just say I ain't going this place. Okay, they want you to come to California. I'm not going there. I ain't finna. He was adamant about he'll leave for 1 minute, a couple of weeks, or whatever, then he's back.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, J-Dot. You said Foolio mom ugly. She actually a beautiful lady, gang. Unless she was, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that one. But she don't look ugly at all, bro. She don't look ugly at all. She's not ugly, and I like her voice. I'd date her, gang.
Yeah.
He's back.
Because people, when you move, people like to say you hiding or you ducking, but that's not it, man. Once you get to a certain level,
about that ducking and whatever. It's about being what quality of life do you have? You can't go walk to the store. What quality of life? You can't pump no gas. That's miserable, and that affects their mentality, and that brings on depression. And things. And that's no quality of life that you're supposed to enjoy life. Each and every day. You're supposed to enjoy life. So I know I don't want to be ducking and dodging it. Oh, who this is or who that is right there. I can't even. That's not no way to live.
I swear.
Yeah. When he got shot at 14, did you think about relocating at that time?
No, I didn't. Think about relocating. At all. Like, we knew where it came from. I knew that nothing else was going to happen with that situation or whatever.
At any point, though, did you think about relocating just for the better of your family, or?
Well, we did move. We moved.
Okay.
We did move to a different county or whatever. But Charles really never stayed with me. I guess he didn't want to bring that around me or whatever. I always had a room for him or whatever, but he never stayed with me. He just went on. I think I even put him on the megabus to go do interviews, and I think at like 18 he moved to Atlanta. So he never like really stayed like with me after that incident happened. When he was 14, he probably stayed with me maybe 6 months or something like that, but he always had his own. He's very smart. He always was gone. He never like stayed with me. So I think his thing, and I think it's because a protection thing. I ain't gonna be around here with my mom or whatever, and then such and such jump off or whatever. But he never like stayed with me.
Smart man.
Now in 2018, you were shot 8 times.
Mhm.
And is this on one occasion? Like.
Mhm. Yeah.
Can you take us through that entire day?
Well,
I want to know too.
Charles had called me around maybe 4, almost 5 o'clock that morning. He texted me and told me that I think Crooks had hit like 1 million views or something like that, because he was in Atlanta. And I hearted it, and I'm excited. I'm biking out my garage. It's very dark. I stay in a nice neighborhood. As I'm biking out, I'm letting my garage down. Then I just heard the bullets, heard the gunshots.
Damn.
The first.
So they kind of already knew his mama, or they assumed like that was him leaving out the garage or whatever the case may be, or maybe they knew like who she was due to her heart in the little video or whatever, the snippet that he dropped for the song that he did and whatever. So her backing out her garage early in the morning and just getting shot at is crazy, bro. It's crazy.
First thing I could think of was to duck down to the passenger side, because I'm thinking I don't want to get hit above the waist or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So finally when I heard the gunshots stop, I just slow rolled my car to the, like, playing like I was dead. I slow rolled the car so they could think I was dead. And after I felt like the coast was clear or whatever, I ended up driving back up, and then everybody ended up coming out my neighbors ended up coming out their houses and things of that sort. So that's what happened that day. I was on my way to work.
Okay. And what do you do after that? Do you call the police, or do you drive to the hospital?
This neighborhood that I stay in, everybody called the police. This is not like, this not a neighborhood in the hood or anything like that. This was something new to these people. I got neighbors running out with they weapons. I got a neighbor next door. She's a nurse. She's crying, trying to assist me or whatever to stop the bleeding. So everybody called. I did call the police as well. So everybody was calling the police.
And where were you shot at exactly?
I got hit up on my whole left side of my body, but all the bullets like landed to my right side, and I suffered I got bullet fragments on my spine. The bullets are still in me to this day. I got bullet fragments on my right spine. I had a fractured femur. I had get a split in my pelvis. I was on a walker, and things of that sort.
Damn.
How did that affect Foolio? I know.
You heard the song.
Yeah.
Kendrick.
But like
Austin.
when you spoke to him, like you being his mom, you knowing him outside of rap, you knowing him, you knowing the real.
I definitely wasn't going to be able to tell him nothing then, and I talked to him while I was in the hospital, and I was like, hey, we need to just stop this or whatever. But at that point, I can't tell him nothing. I can't tell nobody nothing. I can't tell people who calling me from different places nothing. His dad, people nothing. I can't tell nobody. I can't stop nobody from nothing. I'm trying to tell them, but I couldn't. That was just talking to a deaf ear. Because you just shot somebody's mom. For what?
Exactly.
Because y'all beefing over Instagram or whatever. You just tried to kill his mother. For what? Did he shoot at your mom? Did he kill one of your homeboys? Did he knock on your door? No, that's not it. Because he was out. It was just because we already know. We know Charles' mouth. Whatever. And it's none of that. They did it because they wanted him. And they figured, hey, let's go get his mama. And they done made plenty of songs about that. Let's go get his mom. Take his mom out.
You don't think it was a mistaken identity?
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is dropping its first cast album.
I want to put this album together with real artists.
No, it was.
That's what I said, but it is crazy though, cause
it's a mistaken identity.
They knew it was you.
Of course, they knew it was me. They talked about it.
Wow. So they after this happened, they were bragging about it.
Yeah, they got
God.
Several songs.
And did Foolio ever live there?
He probably came to my house one time, but no, he didn't stay there.
So how does the location get out? Is it just word of mouth, Jacksonville, just being Jacksonville?
I honestly don't know, and I don't trust people. There's no telling. They could have followed me from my building. Cause like I say, I did all type of. They could have followed me, or whatever. They could have tried to look it up. I don't trust nobody. They could have got it from the clerk of courts or court. You cannot trust none of these people. None of them. It's easy to get somebody's location. Why you think your location is hidden? It's not. You got somebody to work at a driver's license. Or you got somebody to work anywhere that can get your location. Because at the end of the day, the people behind these computers and these jobs, they are human. They want to be involved in something they don't have no need to be involved in. So it's no telling where they got my location from. Especially if you're a registered voter, your address, whatever, everything is out there.
Yeah. After you got shot, well, how long did it take for you?
that's why I don't vote. It's bad enough. When you get arrested and whatever. The address where you reside at, where you gonna be doing house arrest at, where you on parole, probation at, that is public record. That is public record. When you got the day you got locked up to the day you gonna get released, that's public record. You feel me? Like, people gotta know this. Why you think in Chicago it could be a dude who did probably like who known for killing probably like 5-6+ people, and everybody just, I can't wait till he get out. I can't wait till he get out, because they know the date of when he getting out. And a person that been in jail hella time, especially at the county building that he or she gonna get released out of, they know exactly what door you gonna exit out of. You feel me? That's how that shit go. And if they nine times out of 10 they not gonna like try to shoot at you outside the county building, because you damn they're not gonna get away with that. They gonna wait till you drive up like a block or go try to rest to get something to eat, or go to like a little house or a block where you think you finna kick it at. It's like that dude from Chicago, Balbo. I think he was a guy who was in tour with 051 Young Money, I believe, or some shit like that. And he got clapped like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to an hour after he was released from jail. You feel me? It ain't cause he dropped his low, it's cause your shit public record and motherfuckers waiting on you cause they know you one of them niggas, and it's your time. You feel me? That's how that shit be. The public records be crazy, bro. They need to, I ain't gonna lie, y'all need to take that shit down, bro. Y'all need to put that in some type of y'all need to bring that to the Supreme Court, or wherever it needs to go through to get that taken down. Shouldn't nobody address be public, bro. I don't give a fuck if you a killer, a known drug dealer on parole, probation, house arrest, you some type of rapist. If you a rapist, your ass shouldn't even be getting out. I ain't gonna lie. If you a rapist, keep their address public. I ain't encouraging nobody to go do anything to nobody who touched somebody sexually or none of that. But keep their address public, because people do have kids, and like they got now, we do want to know who the predators is that's listed in the neighborhood. So that's cool, but it should only be labeled for that type of stuff. But people who got like some type of, who ain't too crazy or too big of a menace to society, bro, you ain't gotta have their address and all that shit public, bro, at all. Cause man, it's not
to recover.
Like start walking. Well, I think I was in the hospital maybe 2 weeks, and I was on a walker. I done been through so much in my like adulthood life that I refuse physical therapy. I'm like, I don't need it. I'll do it on myself. So I was determined to get off that walker. People want to decorate the walker. I'm like, yeah, I'm not finna get this walker decorated. Y'all crazy.
The decorating your walker is crazy, bro. Decorating your walker is crazy. But I ain't gonna lie. Foolio, I ain't gonna lie, man. Your mama got some shit in common, bro. But it be like that though. Like it's an example. Like when I was riding my 4-wheeler and I'm on like the diamond, the baseball field, and I'm drifting my 4-wheeler, and I drifted too hard and brought it back. Tried to return the handlebars back to the front so I could like go straight, and then I went around, I landed that drift like kind of good, and then I went around again. I say, oh yeah, on roll, you feel me? So now I'm trying to get this close. I'm trying to get this close to like the player pit, you feel me? And it's a fence, so I'm trying to make the back wheel get this close to the fence, and I couldn't do it. So the back wheel hit the fence, and then it turned, the back wheel hit the fence, and then that caused the front to hit, and I fell off the 4-wheeler, and I messed up my shoulder, bro. My shoulder was messed up for a whole week. I had to go back. I ain't want to go to the hospital. I ain't had to do no therapy. You know what I did due to me liking pain? I used to take me some little ibuprofen. I took me a Epsom salt bath multiple times, and I used to hit my shoulder against like a wall. You feel me? I used to hit my shoulder into a wall, and my shit was like, it felt like it was dislocated, bro. I used to hit my shoulder against the wall just to like try to pop it back in place. I ain't need no doctors then, bro. And you know what? To this day, I still never went to the doctor for that. And my arm is just fine. You feel me? I still could throw a punch. I could lift, do all type of stuff, lift weights, everything. So I'm good. I ain't need no therapy either. But my shit was messed up.
So I walked with a limp for a while. That happened in August of 2018. And I think I went back to work maybe November, December, not because I was fully healed. It's because I had to go back to work. still spending out money. Car shot up. The house I was in, lost money with that or whatever. I still had to get back on my feet to do what I needed to do. I never depend on nobody. So I know I had to get back out there and do what I needed to do for myself and for my kids, whatever. Of course, he assisted me or whatever. But where I was at during that time, whatever, because I wasn't going back to that house or whatever, and I had to move out that house or whatever, I had to do what I needed to do.
Yeah. And at this time, you were in the hospital bed and you're reaching out to other mothers, right? Other parents, other guardians, and a lot of these people, they're acting standoffish.
It's really one person act standoffish.
And you say who that person is?
One person. Only one person acted standoffish, and I was very surprised at that. But everybody else, they were. And then later on down the line, of course, people acted standoffish. And I made a pact with one of the ladies. We made a pact. We was like, regardless of what these kids say, we are not going to get involved in this. We already know they're going to go tit for tat with this rapping stuff, whatever. We're not going to get involved. But her kids told her to stop talking to me and block me, and that's what she did. Up until my son got killed, she reached out and wanted to talk. Of course, I don't want to talk now. Because you want to talk to me now because you think we have something in common, because both of our boys are dead. We don't have anything in common. So now I don't want to talk. You didn't want to talk in 2019, 20 or whatever, when, so what's there to talk about now? I just feel like you're going to be fake.
Facts.
And you moved from that location?
I moved from that location.
Okay. Did you personally know? I mean, it's pictures that are around on these YouTube documentaries with Queso, with Foolio, and then they say Young and Ace was cool with Foolio because, I mean, as we know, Foolio was like the head guy of like the drill music of Jacksonville. He made that a thing in Jacksonville. Do you personally know any of these guys? Did he ever bring them by the crib or anything?
No, ain't nobody coming to my house. They ain't coming to my house. But of course, I know Hakeem. That's Queso. I know him. I know his mother. I know his whole family. Younger Ace, I know of Younger Ace, but I do know his mother. And I know his brother very, very well, his little brother. So yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as with Queso, I know his whole entire family. Everybody.
Right.
Mother, daddy, sisters, brothers. I know his whole family.
Yeah. Were Young and Ace and Foolio ever tight, or was it just affiliated, or
I don't think they never met each other. They never met each other.
Oh, okay.
At all.
Okay. Young and Ace did say that in the academics interview. He said that they never met, but I think at one point they were cool, but you know how that goes.
They were just being neutral or whatever, but they never actually met.
That's crazy.
Okay. So I mean, so time goes by after you get shot 8 times. Are you ready to relocate after that? I mean, but yeah, like, just like, man, forget this whole Jacksonville thing. Like, let's go to Atlanta. Let's start a new life.
But I did. I relocated somewhere else.
Okay.
And then I relocated somewhere else after that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, 2018, Young and Ace, that shooting happens where 4 people get shot, 3 die, 1 survives, which was Young and Ace. And was that before you got shot 8 times or after?
After. I think that happened in June. I got shot in June. That happened in June. I got shot in August.
Okay. And Foolio was seen, when that happened, Charles was doing what he does. Was there ever a time where you was telling him
I was so pissed off at him. Oh my gosh. I called him and cursed him out. I had other people to call him. A lot of times these kids not gonna listen to their mother. So I had other people to call him and tell him that he just gonna do it. They gonna do what they want to do. I was so pissed off. when I bought on Instagram and I seen him doing all that talking about them, I was pissed at him. And yes, I called. I don't do that. I'm not like some of these other mothers. I don't do that. I don't like that or whatever. At all. And I cursed him out so bad, and he blocked me or whatever. Okay, I got another number, and I had other people to call, but yeah, I was livid about that. I was pissed. Yeah.
Because the whole world blamed Foolio for that. I'm not saying he was involved. I'm not trying to do no police work. But when that happened, people pointed to Foolio, assuming he had something to do with it.
Well, they do that because, we log on YouTube, and we got all these people from Ohio, Minnesota, and all these people right here making these captions with the clickbait. Do you know how so many people sending me stuff? Oh, this thing. Have you see what they? I'm like, that's not real. That's clickbait. That's clickbait for you to click on their stuff and look at their whole thing so they can get paid. I even got into, and I usually don't get into it with these blogs, but it's just one that pissed me off so bad. I had to address. He pissed me off so bad. So I had to go on his channel.
Wait, what happened?
He was lying. He was saying I was trying to sue him. I'm like, I went on his channel. When did I went in his inbox and I went on his channel. When did I? Because of one of Charles' fans sent it to me, and I'm like, dude, when did I try to sue you? And then I looked at his channel and he was like, oh, because I'm gonna go off on Foolio mom and da da da. I'm like, you don't even know me. I don't know you. Then he was like, well, you could just come to my channel. No, I'm not finna come to your channel to run your stuff up. That's the only blog dude that I can't stand him. Because all his stuff about Foolio on his page, it's a lie. It's clickbait. It's clickbait. And I tell people, how y'all gonna listen to somebody that's, if it didn't come from me, it's not real.
Yeah.
How these people in Detroit and all these places know about what's going on in Jacksonville and they don't even stay here. And then the people that believe it, you so small-minded because you got to ask yourself, and people actually embed this in their head and believe all this stuff. Oh, he was this top killer, da-da-da-da. He ain't never been interrogated about a murder. He ain't never been arrested about a murder. He, convicted felon, any of that. So what are y'all talking about or whatever? So they put all this stuff in people's head and they go for it, even right now. But it's this one dude. That's the only blog, channel, Instagram person I have ever addressed. Have
Foolio ever opened up to you about things that nobody else should know about?
Well, he know not to tell me nothing. He not finna tell me nothing. He not finna put me in no situations. Cause I don't even want to know nothing. I don't want to be none of that about none of that stuff right there.
So hypothetically, if Foolio did do something, you don't know anything.
No.
Like he's nothing. He never told you.
He ain't finna tell me. He's not going to tell. He's not going to put me in that situation. First of all, because he know I don't play that, and second of all, because he know my profession, and so he's not going to even put me in no type of situation like that. You're not going to tell me anything like that. Nothing at all. Anything that I know or whatever, I probably heard it from the streets, heard it from other people, heard it from social media, stuff like that. But he's not going to tell me anything.
Yeah. I'm glad you got to clear the air, man, because when he passed, it was like, well, when you spoke out, I think it was on Facebook, a lot of people assumed you knew certain things or was promoting it or things of that sort. I'm happy you really get to clear the air.
First of all, a lot of people didn't know. Even people in this city don't even know that I'm Foolio mom. They didn't know until this happened.
Yeah.
They didn't know that was my son until this happened. I didn't just go around parading, oh, Foolio, and stuff like that. So a lot of people didn't even know that he was my son anyway. Only people that close to me are, he done been to the building and whatever, and a couple of people that done seen him. My younger students probably done seen him or whatever. But a lot of people make their perception or whatever, perceive me to be a certain way. I don't know he know not to tell me nothing. I don't know about anybody else, mom, or what.
Fresh agave taste from fresh pressed agave.
Crazy.
No, but no.
Did you personally know Bibby?
Yes, I know Bibby.
Yeah, I interviewed his dad about a year ago.
I saw the interview.
You saw it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. His dad. I guess Bibby was living a double life. And he didn't know a lot of the things that was going on in the streets. He felt like Foolio was a big influence.
Honestly, we don't know Bibby dad. To keep it real, we don't know.
You say you don't.
Dad. We never
you don't
seen. We didn't know Bibby had a dad.
These
These boys around here paid for Bibby to go to school, take an Uber to school and stuff like that. Stay, you know, I never, nobody, when we seen that, we were like, well, who is this? I'm like, how Sean found him? Where
Charleston White, Charleston White had linked me with him. I don't know how they met, but Bibby wanted to really just speak out on everything. Well, Bibby's dad wanted to speak out, and I'm not saying he blamed Charles for the death that happened.
Yeah, I seen the video, but we know nobody around here. I wish I could ask these people around here. Nobody knew him. Absolutely nobody know him. I never seen him before. Because if he's in the picture, we don't know Bibby dad.
Yeah.
Nobody.
You know, it especially in the social media age, you can be a good parent and still not know what's going on. You turn the corner, your son or daughter's doing whatever they want to do.
And that's absolutely correct. But we don't still know him. We didn't know he had a dad. Because like I said, Bibby, we knew, I don't know where that guy came from.
Yeah.
We don't know where he came from. Everybody was on the phone like, y'all seen Bibby? That's Bibby daddy. I mean, who is this guy? I'm like, where Sean found him from? Bibby dad? But where he been at? So that's why in the interview, he really couldn't tell you much about nothing. Because we don't know him. We have never seen him before.
Yeah, it seems like Foolio had a...
He stay in Jacksonville?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Yeah. It seems like Foolio did have a big influence, and not even just with the negative things they try to paint. It's like with the drill music, a lot of rappers didn't even think it was possible to make it out until Foolio started rapping. I hear a lot of that.
So I honestly think, and I'm not saying this because he's my son, I feel like him and Soldier K did open the door.
Yeah.
Like I say, they was doing the team parties, they were performing different places or whatever, and they were working with different artists, OG Black and people. I mean, they was working with people already in the industry at a young age, whatever. So they opened the door for opportunities for others to start this rapping industry. And regardless of if you don't like him, you hate him, or anything like that, the fight remains that he did. Regardless of how anybody feel about him, you can't take that away from him.
What do you think made him the most hated guy in Jacksonville? Do you think it was jealousy? Was it him being super disrespectful?
It's his mouth. It's his mouth. I don't hate him, but ain't nobody finna talk to me any type of way. I'm finna make you feel how I feel. But Foolio a little bit different than me, because I'ma just say something one time to each individual that's like try to like say anything to throw me under the bus. But I'm only gonna give you one response. You feel? I'm not gonna go tit for tat back and forth with you. It's not gonna happen on my end.
Fool.
I think it's jealous. I think it was jealousy. I think that because his disrespectful lyrics. I think because people only see stuff, like I said, one-sided or whatever. So because some of the guys that he even was beefing with or whatever, they done did songs together. They done tried to link up with him and things of that sort. And if you really know Charles, if you be around him, he is super quiet. He will give you anything. So people always talk about the negative, but they're not going to talk about the good things. And he have did a lot of good things for this community, helping these kids. He done paid $1,000 for these people, $1,000 for them. He had to give him hard. And I used to always tell him that, you can't buy love. You can't buy nobody to like you. You can't buy nobody to love you. But Charles have more than drill music. That's just what they glorify. I have maybe 80 songs right now, and half of those songs don't have nothing to do with drill.
Are those songs going to be released soon?
Yes, I'm dropping an album. I was trying to drop it August the 18th on the day of his dad's birthday, but it's probably going to be, if I don't meet my deadline, it's going to be either the end of August or the beginning of September. But the album is dropping, and it's called Demigod.
Okay. And who's running his account? Is that something that you approve?
I'm running his account now. Before, somebody had his password or whatever, and I'm just able to retrieve it from his phone or whatever. But before, I wasn't running his account. But as of right now, you can see the different stuff on there now. Me posting songs or whatever. Now I am running the account.
Okay. And he's with Create Music, right?
He had a distribution deal with Create Music.
Okay, so that's who's going to be distributing the new album. Okay. Man, is there anything you could have done differently? Like I said in the beginning of this interview, it's been 30 plus days, 32, 33 days that went by, and I know you had a lot of time to reflect. Is there anything you feel like you could have done differently?
No, because I was a good mom. I provided for my kids. I worked very hard to make sure they didn't have to steal nobody's car, make sure they don't have to go in the store and steal. My kids, which it's only 2, like I said, my daughter is a teacher. My kids have never wanted for nothing, absolutely anything at all. So whatever he did outside of me, he did that because he wanted to. So no, I got him, when I seen him rebelling, I got him the resources that he needed. I got him to YCC, Youth Crisis Center. I got him to the Daniel building, that's the Help Troubled Boys at All. I even it even was a group where me and a handful of moms met up to a school to talk with police officers to get to stop all this stuff. I was there. I did that. I was with those moms and things of that sort. So I did absolutely everything I could to. And his song, my mama trying to make me happy, but she know I'm tired. He's listen to your mama. I'm telling y'all to listen to your mama. My mama ain't never told me nothing wrong.
Yeah.
He's telling y'all that I have always been there, and so I wouldn't do anything.
He did say that.
I wouldn't do anything differently because I was always there for my kids up until they are adults. If he getting pulled over by the police officer, they know me. The gang task know me. They know I'm gonna be there in 5 minutes flat. Hey, what's going on? What we got going? Hey, no, So anytime he called me, I'm always there, or whatever. And like I said, he was never disrespectful to me, anything like that. But I wouldn't do nothing wrong because I always provided for them. We never had to stay in no type of lights not off, no food or anything like that, any of that. I took them places or whatever. My kids were spoiled. And I made sure I did that because I know I didn't have growing up. So like I say, when I was 17 years old in high school, I had to go out and work and provide and to keep up with people at the school I was at or whatever. I went to Rains High School. Back then that was a fashion school. So you had to be on top of your game going to that school or whatever. Yeah. So no, I wouldn't have did nothing differently, nothing at all. Because what else could I have done differently? And I see people say that, oh, she failed him as a parent. How? He was.
Oh, nothing works on this acne.
Hi. Who? I'm a licensed dermatology provider from Curology.
Was in school. He didn't have to steal nothing, take nothing. I tried to get him the resources he needed. I hadn't asked even a judge, is there any programs or whatever that he get in? There's no programs for these kids unless they get in trouble and commit a crime when they're young. They got to commit a crime in order to get in some type of a program. So he wouldn't commit no crime, so guess what? I couldn't get him into any of these camps or programs at all. So I think I did everything that I need to do to help Charles, and I don't regret anything. I know I was a great mother and still is a great mother.
How aware were you? I mean, because you got the parents who are nosy, you got the parents who watch everything on social media every day. Were you the parent that was watching everything online every single day?
That's me. I'm on TikTok. TikTok don't really got nothing on there. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on the Reddit app. I'm on Twitter Space. Yeah, I was that nosy parent.
So you knew a lot of things that was going on in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
The he say, she say.
The he say, she say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was that nosy parent.
Were you always questioning him about the stuff you were hearing?
Some stuff I would, but I didn't question him about everything or whatever, because he's not gonna do nothing but, Mom, why don't you listen to them on such and such or whatever? And some of the stuff be made up tales, lies, and things of that sort. Some of it just don't make no sense or whatever. But some things I was like, you seen what they said about this right here? Mom, why is you calling me with that or whatever? But some things, yes, I asked him about. The things I questioned him about, not nothing directly with social media. The things I got on to him about is like a song that if I didn't like it.
Yeah.
That's what I get on to him about a song. He'd be like, well, you seen what they made? And I had to let him know you're bigger than that. I had to let him know, look at all the artists you done worked with. At a very young age. Very young age. You done worked with some of the top artists that they have never worked with and probably would never work with. Ever. You done been there and did that at 18 years old. So I tried to get him to know that, like, stop. If you say something about them, that ain't gonna do nothing. But they want you to say something about them, so they stuff will go up and it's gonna be going back and forth. And
I just said that, bro. You ain't gotta respond to people, because some motherfuckers just want clout, and some people just want you to hurt. You gonna hurt them even more by not saying nothing. You feel me? But it ain't really gonna do no harm to you, because they gon' think you a goofy by not responding. But if you respond to something, like say if a person talk about your dead homie, then you go back and talk about their dead homie, it just gonna keep going. It just gonna keep going back and forth to a point where it just gonna be like alright, you talk about my homie, then now I'm finna talk about yours, and then it's gonna result in somebody losing their life. That's about it. So the best situation for you is not to respond when somebody trying to antagonize you on some negative type energy. Anybody trying to bring you some negative type energy, that goes for anybody. Don't respond, just let it be what it is. You know yourself better than anybody, bro.
And all that stuff right there, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Earlier this year, or I think it was maybe late last year, he got shot in the foot. You made a post about it that went viral. You said that pray for my son, haters in this city shot him or whatever. He got shot in the foot. Mm-hmm. He doesn't change his car after that. He's still driving the same black car. Did you ever tell him or try to like convince him to switch cars or to move differently?
Yes, I did. Charles is gonna do what Charles want to do. He's gonna do what he want to do. And yes, I did. And it doesn't matter if he was driving a red Pinto. If a person want to track you down or whatever, they're gonna find a way to do so. But yes, I told him about that vehicle. If he in another vehicle would that had happened, possibly so, because the people had a mission. And so their mission was to do whatever it was or whatever at that particular time to him, regardless of what type of vehicle he was in. That vehicle don't have anything to do with what happened. He could have been in a rental. It still would have happened because they were just that determined to do so. Yeah. Because it's not like he drove all around in that car or whatever. And those cars are everywhere. Them black SRTs, they definitely everywhere. So I don't care what kind of car he was in, but yes, I did tell him they had a mission they wanted to complete it.
Yeah. Were there ever times where it was close calls, or like you said, people sitting out in the bushes waiting and trying to get him? And were there ever times where it was people were just super determined to try to get him and it just didn't happen that day?
Not that I can recall.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
Yeah. June 23rd. Well, June 23rd, he was throwing a party in Tampa. Did he tell you about that? That he was...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what did you say?
I told him that I felt like he shouldn't have it because too much of stuff was happening. It just was thing after thing after thing kept happening or whatever. And where I told him to have it at, where I had something for his celebration at for the previous year, it was safe, gated and things of that sort. But he wanted to do what he wanted to do. He would have never thought those people would have did that or whatever. But of course I knew about it. I booked the Airbnbs. So of course I knew about it.
Him posting it online, did you ever think that wasn't a good idea?
Well, I don't think that I think one of the clubs he didn't even go to, that last club when that happened at, that wasn't even posted. That wasn't posted. That Teasers Club, that was nothing happening at that club. I think that was like the first day or whatever. But the last club he was at, it wasn't posted where he was at. Not at all. And I switched up Airbnbs or whatever.
I'm Millie, a content creator, coach, and business owner. If I had to start my business from zero, I would have...
So, I just don't know.
Because he posted the pool. That he switched the house after that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was a different house.
Okay, because I was reading the report and it was saying that they were following them from location to location. So were they following them for the first Airbnb?
The thing is, I don't think so, because like this stuff was not like, it's just like I say right now. Okay, let me try to get this Airbnb right here. So it's not like he didn't even know where it was going to be at until I let him know. I think they probably followed him from, I don't know, maybe from that last club or whatever, when they say location to location. Or I don't know if it's from the second Airbnb. I don't know, because I read the same thing you read. I don't know.
Okay. And do you think somebody that was there that night dropped the location? Or you can't confirm?
I can't confirm.
Okay. So the Alicia girl, she wasn't at the party that night like they're saying?
I don't know. I don't even know her.
Okay. And you never seen any of those 5 guys? You never seen them before?
I don't know any of them.
It's crazy.
I don't know any of them at all. Never seen them before.
So they drive 2.5 hours to Tampa.
About 3 hours.
About 3 hours.
Oh, my bad. So I said Duval. No, not Duval. So I said Jacksonville, Florida is probably like 45 minutes to an hour and some away. It's 3 hours.
So with that type of, they had to have some type of information, right, to drive 3 hours?
Well, they knew he was in Tampa. They seen the flyer for Teasers. So they probably just sitting, waiting, trying to...
Got you.
Get whatever location they can get.
Man. So that morning you get a phone call about the situation. Who calls you, and how do you react?
His friends called me, told me there was a shooting. I didn't know he was deceased. Like 4 o'clock in the morning. I didn't know he was deceased. I'm like, okay, it was a shooting. Guess they didn't want to tell me, so I was already up. I didn't sleep for 48 hours because I need to make sure everything was okay. So got in my car or whatever and made a call, say, hey, write me to Tampa, it was a shooting. Then by the time I went and picked somebody up, and before I could pull off, I was told that he didn't make it, and I just lost it. So when they told me it was a shooting, I didn't know that. I just thought it was a shooting, like all the other shootings. I honestly would never thought that he would have. I never thought that he would die of being killed ever. I don't know. Other people probably. I never thought that he would die of being murdered. Never.
I mean, the surveillance leaked. Well, it released officially Tuesday. Was that your first time seeing it?
That particular surveillance, yeah. I seen it at the press conference. I was there at the press conference. Yeah, so that's my first time seeing it.
I mean, it was like a whole set, basically like a trap. I mean, like you said, it was nothing. What could he have? Man.
Yeah, it was. They had it planned out. They had it planned out very well. We seen it on camera.
Did police tell you how many times, how many rounds were fired?
No. I don't even think I asked them when I went to the scene. No.
Because there was pictures floating around of Foolio in the car, like trying to get over in the back seat, and it's like people just have so many questions of like why. It looked like it was daytime at that time.
Because it happened for something. That picture probably was taken maybe at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Because it happened like 4 something in the morning.
Okay, makes sense. Oh man, I'm sorry about that. So I mean, y'all had the funeral, well put together funeral. I seen it online. How was that like for you?
I knew when I played that funeral, of course it was hard, but I had a very great support system around me. Each and every day, like I say, I don't miss a call. Every day somebody call and check on me. But I knew when I was in and out. I knew when I planned that funeral, I know what he like. And I know he would like, Ma. And I know he like, oh, get me this right here on bro. I know that. When I went into the stores to get his outfits and these, I'm his personal shopper and da. I'm like, I need to dress him how he dressed. So I need to get what he get. He like a Mary. He like the Supremes. You know, Mary jeans. He's a rap artist. I had to get the microphone in his hand. I had to get him the hoodie, the Mary hoodie or whatever. So I know I had to do my big one on him, and I know he looking down and he was happy. Had to get the power slide. I had to get the horses. I had to get everything that I know that he would like. The big 12-foot pictures. I had to go all out for him. That's my son. That's my youngest child. We were very close. I don't know what it is about a mother and a son's relationship, but don't think we bumped heads. But it just was something so different. I don't know, because all this beef stuff was going on or whatever. Because I had to talk to him. I had to talk to him like every day, every other day. And if he don't answer the phone, I'm calling one of his friends. Like, you talk to Charles or whatever. But it's crazy. Like, no, I ain't talked to him, because he'll ignore you. When he get mad, he'll ignore you like you're not even there or whatever. And sometimes I just have to pull up on him. The last time I seen him alive was on his birthday, June 21st. And I drove to Jacksonville to give him his birthday present. He was so happy because he wasn't expecting nothing from me. Anytime somebody do something for Charles, he is so happy because he don't.
Are you interested in wholesaling or flipping abandoned homes but don't have time to drive for dollars? With Thatch Leads, you can build
Expect for nobody to do nothing for him. He's always the giver. So he was so happy that I hadn't got him his birthday stuff or whatever. But that's the last day I saw him alive. 12 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock that afternoon, on a Friday, June 21st.
Yeah. Man, crazy situation. I mean, after he passed, he gained well over 900,000 followers.
We know that. He talked about that in Love Me Like I'm Dead. He talked about that. Don't show me all this love until when I pass away. But I am so grateful and thankful that it's so many people that loved him. I got DMs from the UK, Africa, Nigeria, everywhere. I'm sending them obituaries because I ordered like maybe 250, 200, 300 obituaries. So I'm just sending them to everybody. The love is so overwhelming from all ethnicities. It's just crazy. And I had a guy to call me the other day. He called me and he was like, hey, I'm in the Uber right now and Charles is on the sports radio station. I'm like, he on the sports radio station? And so he'll like, hold on. He'll like, Uber driver, let her hear it. And he on the sport. They talked about him. I would never thought he was on the sports radio station. Never thought that. And they were saying how they enjoyed his music and he was a talented artist and things of that sort and stuff like that. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. Few hated him, but many loved him. Many, and I wouldn't even. I just can't believe it. I had on his shirt one day, and an old lady, she probably like 60-something years old. She was like, "That's your son? Oh, I'm so sorry. My grandson got me listening to his music." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, whatever." So, I am appreciative to the people that's following him now. It has made people listen to his songs that didn't know about him, that listen to his music, and to tune into his new album that's coming out or whatever. But yeah, I see no followers. They definitely went up, and that's expected. That always happened.
Yeah. Was it a sigh of relief when they found the killers? Because for a minute, a lot of people thought that they wouldn't get caught. They thought that, it was a cold case.
I never thought that. I knew it wasn't a cold case. I knew it wasn't a cold case when I first got to the scene. I went this scene, the FBI, feds, U.S. Marshals there, AT up there. It's a high profile case. He said, because my son is a celebrity or whatever. And they wasn't, and if you seen the chief interview, he say they are going to be caught. They were apprehended 3 days later on unrelated charges. He was killed the 23rd. They was apprehended the 26th and got out on bond. So from the first day I went to that crime scene, I knew for a fact they were going to get caught.
I heard Tampa don't play.
But it ain't even about Tampa don't play because they have other things that's going on in their city. It's that you came to their city and committed a crime. These people you done passed Disney World. You got tolls everywhere. You got tag readers everywhere. So
cell phone towers.
Everything everywhere. And they did a very good job. The way they told me they tried everything, they did a very good job. Very good job. And I knew it went. I don't know why. I don't know who thought it was a cold case because I already knew 3 days later what it was when they started arresting them.
Do you think it was a paid hit?
I do. Because we don't know them people. Who are those people? Who is that girl? Who sent you? So, of course, I do.
I mean, when the mugshots came out, you know how the YouTube bloggers do. I guess the two cousins were related to a guy named Spaz. And Spaz is somebody who was dissed in a few records, who were cool with Foolio and Kenny K. And I'm just going off public information. So I know people may be mad in the comments because I'm naming names. But, they were naming them. They were pointing out a motive because those two cousins were related to a guy who passed away.
I don't know the two cousins. I don't even know the other guy. I don't know any of them. I don't even know Spaz.
Yeah. Well, the same day, I mean, you're grieving, you're mourning, you're going through it. And Young and Ace drops a record titled "Do It." Does that make you? Did that make you even more angry or more sad, or was it?
I'm just a realist.
Could that have waited?
I already knew the songs was gonna drop. That's what they do. I already knew the songs was gonna drop. This not the first song that somebody done got killed and they done dropped the song. I already knew it.
I mean, Foolio does it. Foolio done it too. He's done it too.
I'm a realist. That's why I just say I'm a realist. I already knew that was going to happen. I already knew it. So I didn't feel any type of way about it because I already knew. I know what my son rap about.
That's real.
I know if it would have been the other way around, I know what would have,
Yeah.
So he put his song out. 3 songs out. Okay.
3 now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine. Kudos to him.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people. Well, I had did an interview with Charleston White and a few others, and people feel like Foolio Charles was just tired of running, tired of looking over his shoulder, tired of living at times. Like, did you ever get that?
I did. Charleston White said that.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't like him. You 60-something years old, however old he is. I don't like him. We need to be adults. And if he hear me, I know he gonna go on a rant about it, but I don't care.
He almost cried when we did the interview.
I bet she did. I don't
he told me that he had a thing for Foolio. Well, Charles.
I bet she did. I think it was fake. Because I seen the videos he made. I don't like him. I think adults need to be adults. I think adults need to be adults. And he speak. I don't like some of the stuff he spoke on. Not even Charles, but even in chat. And I don't like that. You're too old for that. You're supposed to be an adult. So
I think with Charles, it was. I guess it was 2-3 years ago. I guess your son threatened to smack Charleston White out of nowhere, and I think that's what created it.
Why would he just say that? Now, come on, Sean. You've been knowing Charles forever. You think he finna just say that out the blue? What make him get it? That man had to say something first, and he know he ain't finna smack no older person, but he said something to him first. Just like with these songs, they say something first, and then when he say something next, it's a problem. Why would he just say, "Oh, I'm gonna smack Charleston White"?
Yeah, I don't know. I got to go back and look.
Exactly.
I got to go back and do my homework.
Exactly. He just made that. He just say, "I'm finna." Why would he just want to smack him? What did you say, Charleston? You had to say something. You know how many? That mean, okay. For example, all the guys that done put me in these songs. Am I finna go and get on here and rant and say something about them? No, because I'm a grown adult. They may be 25, 26 years old, but they're children in my eye. And the same thing with Charleston White. He's a child in your eye. You said something first, and of course he said something. He responded back or whatever. And he done did it a couple of times. I done seen the stuff that he said about him, and I just don't like it. And because I hold certain people to a different level. I heard but if this the kids, they going back and forth, okay, I know that. But you hold certain people to a different level, especially when you a certain age or whatever. And I think his mature level is just not there. And I don't care about when he see this or whatever, he's gonna make his little post and go on his little rant.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I must say, I've interviewed a lot of mothers with deceased sons, and you're a really strong woman. I can't say that. I mean, from the diss records that are still coming out today, to the Ton and the Don Julio liquor, and the interviews that are coming out.
They should have got paid for Don Julio. If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna get an endorsement. Y'all should have got an endorsement for that Don Julio.
Yeah, but I must say you were strong and you're handling this very, very well, because it's a lot. It's a lot, and you know your son is all over social media. He's everywhere right now. I mean, especially with the case going on, everybody's making all the streamers are making videos and things like that. You know, you're a very strong woman. Yeah.
I don't got no other choice but to be strong.
In Chicago, something similar happened where multiple rappers and kids passed away, and 4 or 5 mothers got together, and although their sons were enemies, they still got together. They held conversations, they took pictures to let the youth know that it's a bigger cause. Is that something that you would do in the future?
That's something I already done tried to do. I mean, I can't force it on anybody. I do speak to one guy, and Charles was dissing his son, and we talk like we're adults. And he have started a nonprofit, and I'm starting a nonprofit as well, or whatever. But I done talk to these people. Some people just not they're just not open to it. But when you got some people just not open to it, and that's okay, because I don't force myself on anybody. So yes, I do have some things going on. Like I say, I do talk to I talked to one guy, and my son was this and this man's son, but he understood that it went both ways, and we are grown, mature adults or whatever, and we talk in the DM and things of that sort. He told me what he's doing and things of that sort or whatever, and me and him probably link up and try to get something together for the other kids that's growing up. Because I do see some kids, they look up to Charles, and if you see some of the, he tell the kids, I don't want you to be, they be on live. He be like, I don't want you to be like me. Don't be like me. Go to school, don't do this or whatever. Whatever. But I do have something, some things planned, a nonprofit that I'm gonna have going on.
What do you think Jacksonville police could do differently? Do you think it's something that because like at this point, a lot of kids, they're not even thinking about the consequence. They're just acting off of emotion.
I don't even want to say anything about JSO on this live at all, because some of the individuals from JSO, they don't seek to help these individuals. They seek to harass these kids and things of that sort. They're not coming to the neighborhood and say, hey, about this job. You ain't coming to playing football and trying to show them something different or whatever to make them see something different. They don't do nothing to harass you. You see them pull Charles out the car for fleeing, going 17 miles per hour. So, I mean, it's some good apples and there's some bad apples as well. So I'm not going to even speak on JSO, but I know they need to come with some type of a program, or they probably need to go back and do some type of other training. I get a special unit to go.
At Fat Tire, we've been brewing crisp, easy drinking beer since day one. And when we meet like-minded folks who also value the classics, we invite them to join the ride. Put some Vans in your hands.
Go out and do something.
I know this ain't got nothing to do with this video, but I want to show y'all something. This person think they Ghost Rider, bro. You see it, Walker, with they hair on fire. This person think they Ghost Rider, bro. That person think they Ghost Rider.
Some type of outreach to speak with, talk to these kids or whatever. So that's what I feel like they need to do.
Okay. For everybody watching this, what do you have to say to the people in your city that you know, the people who don't like Youngin? I mean, that don't like Foolio. I mean, Young and Ace just did an interview with academics that did 1 million views. It's a lot of other rappers that didn't see eye to eye with your son. If Young and Ace was watching this right now, what would you tell him?
I mean, I really don't have anything to tell him, but it comes a point in time where it need to stop, because there's only two places. It's going to, just keep it real. You're either going to be in prison for the rest of your life, or you're going to be dead. That's just point blank, period. And the thing is, we don't have to entertain these people, these fans, to make yourself look cool or anything like that. And I tell my son the same thing. There's three ways out: jail, death, or just doing better. Just cut the bull and just do better. Because when not only him, a lot of other rappers and stuff as well, y'all think these people are not watching, they're watching. You thinking people not telling, they're telling. You thinking these girls, your friends and all that type of stuff, they try to set you up. So it comes a point in time where it got to stop or whatever. Whether he take this from me, me being sincere or not, I'm telling you, it need to stop. Because if it don't stop, you're gonna be gone a very long time. Because I will say that they're not, the police and stuff like that, they're not playing. They're definitely not playing. And people's talking about, oh, it's gonna be a RICO. Oh, they just talking. They talk. Keep playing with these people. Keep playing with them.
It's true.
Or whatever. And those are going to be the end results. But if you do want to keep making your music, your diss music or whatever, to get your millions of views and things of that sort with your diss, no, that's fine too. What I will tell you, like, and this just not for AIDS, it's for anybody. Karma is real. You can have bad karma and you can have good karma. And the choice is yours. The choice is absolutely yours. And I know that so much of stuff have happened. We can't get these people back. We can't get your friends back. But tomorrow don't have to be like yesterday.
It's true.
You can start and change today. That's if you want to. And that goes for anybody and absolutely everybody. And anybody who's listening to the drill and want to make a mockery of people, whatever. It comes a time where you got to stop, because what about when your people pass away? It's going to keep on going on and on. It's childish to me. It's childish as I don't know what. It comes a time where it definitely has to stop.
So, do you believe more people will be arrested for what happened to your son?
Yes.
So more than the 5 that are on the screen right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and maybe 2 or 3 more? You don't know you don't know? And is this something that you're being told? Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. And none of the 5 are connected to your son at all?
I don't know any of them. Like, I don't know any of them at all. That's what it's.
This off topic too, but you see this guy Dress right here. If I would have had mine, if I would have kept mine around up to this date right now, mine probably would have been down here by now too. I cut my dress and it was like right here, and that was probably about 6 years ago. So I would have been around this area.
Strange to me, like, if I don't know any of them, he would have never thought those guys would, we don't know. I don't know any of them. So that's the reason why I believe that it's going to be more arrests. Because I'm thinking, like, who sent you? Somebody had to send you. We don't know you.
Yeah. I must say, too, before we get out of here, Foolio looked really happy.
He was so happy his last 48 hours, and that's what I'm holding on to. He said it was the best birthday he have ever had.
Yep.
And so
he did say that.
Yeah, that's what I'm holding on to. He was smiling. He was doing his promo videos in Tampa, several of them. He was happy. He was happy, and he wasn't running and hiding from anybody. or whatever. So that's why it was like he'll put his location on. He just felt free. He felt free or whatever. He's hanging out, and that's what it was. He didn't care about it. You don't think he's seen all those messages, bro, don't go, and all that type of stuff. He didn't care. I think he got tired of running and ducking and hiding and doing whatever. So I just try to hold on to, my son was happy his last 48 hours. Not seeing him on his birthday, he was happy. And when he ended his birthday, he was happy. And he had always said, thank God I seen 18. Thank God I seen 21. Thank God I seen 23. Thank God I seen 25. Because he never thought he was going to make it through those years. And he did. So that's why.
My name is Lucy, and I have to figure out who I am.
I have to. It's my duty. It's my honor as his mother and still his manager as well, that I have to keep his legacy going. Some people ask, well, she doing a documentary to get money and da. YouTube is getting money off my son. Blogs are getting money off my son. His documentary is going to tell how he grew up and the truth. Who can tell the truth than me? His album is still gonna be dropping. Like I said, we got songs. I could make like 10 albums before this year out. I got songs on top of songs on top of songs on top of songs, or whatever. So of course I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that going. I see some people that done passed away, and like nothing is just like blank.
Yep, we see that a lot.
Or whatever, but that's not going to be the case with him. We started Foolio label a couple of years ago, or whatever. So I'm putting that into action. I have maybe about 5 people that I manage right now under the label, E6PN. They're gonna come out with a mixtape soon or whatever. It'll contribute to Charles as well. So that's what he wanted.
A lot of people assumed because he gained millions and millions of views on YouTube that he was rich. How well was Charles doing off his music?
Yeah, so he made more than people that major, who signed the major record artists to major labels. Create is great. He still on his masters, and he still made a lot. He made a lot. A lot.
Yeah. Because I mean, we see the Holiday Inns and we see the Charger that didn't change. And
first of all,
I know
at the Holiday Inn, that's the first thing. They have behind home to home suite, that's the first thing. Second of all, if you get kicked out of Airbnb 2 o'clock in the morning, you got to find somewhere to sleep. Right?
That's right.
You got to find somewhere to go to something in the morning. So where else was he going to go? So I see the thing about the Holiday Inn jokes and all that type of stuff right there, whatever, and it doesn't bother me or whatever, but where else he was going to go? He trying to find somewhere where they can lay their head at 2 something in the morning. And so that was close. That was maybe 6 minutes from the club they was at. And just because somebody stand at the Holiday Inn doesn't mean that you don't have any money. Everybody don't have to flash their jewels, their money, their cars, and all that type of stuff right there. Some people just dress regular and you wouldn't even know what they have. Some people dress flashy and rent their jewelry. They rent their car. They owe the jewelers hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's true.
But what we see
day.
on the internet, you're thinking they got all this money and the jewelry is leased. So we can't go by that. Some people live their life as frugal as possible. They just want to just be comfortable, and they got their money, their savings and things of that sort. They don't have to be flashy. They don't have to be flashy at all.
Where did it go south with Queso? Because Queso's in pictures with your son. You know, you said earlier that you're very familiar with Queso and his family, I think. When did it go south?
I probably think when my cousin Zion was killed. That's probably when it went south.
Okay. Cause you know Queso's dad as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know they're both incarcerated right now, and his dad is allegedly telling on his son or some crazy stuff like that. But it's just crazy how all these people could be friends and then, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I appreciate your time, Miss Mays. Like I said, you're a really strong woman. I was really friends. I was really friends with Foolio. I put him on a top 25 list, maybe
I remember.
Yeah.
He made the first list. He made your first list, the top
top 25 in Florida.
Of Florida. Then I remember you came and did his interview in the bottom. You had on your brown Dickie outfit. I know.
Wow, that's crazy. Cause I had signed Spot 'em, got 'em.
I know.
Yeah. So, but and I always say this too. I said this in I said this in Fredo Bang's interview. I said that Foolio is one of the most genuine guys because Foolio used to shout me out in interviews and give me props, and a lot of rappers don't do that. Artists that are platinum and gold, you know, that I can name that I helped out don't say my name, but Foolio would always give me and Say Cheese my proper credit. And he never cared that I would interview somebody from the other part of town. He never tried to blackball nobody else. He never was mad when I got my J. Breezy interviews and Young and Ace interviews. He never hated on anybody else. I just want to say that publicly. He never hated. He never acted funny. He would still tap in with me. And you know, I thank you for that. He was raised very, very well because he was such a gentleman.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I chose to do this interview too, because out of all the interviews, I have other big blogs and people reaching out to me, and I just felt it was right that I do Say Cheese first.
Yeah.
Because I know that you are one of the first ones to always interview him and things of that sort or whatever. So I told Mark from Create, Say Cheese hasn't reached out to me yet. I'm waiting on him before I do them or whatever.
Right.
It only makes sense to do so.
I just didn't want to, you know, sometimes it could be too soon or, you know, I wanted to reach out, but
these other people didn't care nothing about too soon. They are like, they lined up like, I'm like, oh my God, the big top ones too. Yeah. I'm like, no, let me hold off. I'm gonna wait for Sean or whatever to see if he contact me, and I talk to Mark from Create Music, cause we talk all the time or whatever. I'm like, Sean ain't contacted me yet. He was like, well, I hit him up. I like, cause I hit you up, but I like, my message is never going to get to him. It's absolutely never going to get to him or whatever. I like, hit him up for me or whatever. So
yeah, I appreciate your time, and I mean, we have each other's number. You can always contact me for any promo. Like when me and Foolio was never a money thing. Like when he wanted to get on Say Cheese, I was just like, bro, just give it to me, because we would swap interviews and he would do me favors and things like that. So you know, with this new album come out, just keep in touch with me and my team. We'll happily promote it, and you know, luckily we can do another interview soon.
Okay, I appreciate it, Sean.
I appreciate you. Stay safe, and just keep me updated with anything.
Okay, I definitely will. Thank you.
Okay.
Yo. That was a whole lot to take in, but his mom very outspoken. She well put together. She a beautiful young lady. You feel me? And she a strong black queen, you know. And she ain't break down shit and not one tell through this whole hour and 30 something minute interview. From what I saw, it is one moment where it seemed like she was finna go there, but she held it together, you know. And she just a strong lady, man. So a lot of guys need to just take this into consideration and just realize, like, this, a lot of stuff is crazy, bro. You feel me? And a lot of things is not worth it sometimes. So if you want some advice, if your parents not in your life, just listen to what she's saying. Cause I felt like she was my mom at the time, cause she was saying everything that my mom would tell me. You feel me? So that's about it for this video, man. RP to that man Foolio. Hopefully his family not fully over they grieving, but they got a relief, because they ain't gotta worry about him no more. They know he in a better place, or whatever the case may be. They could rest, he could rest. I pray somebody holding his mom when she getting them nights where she really missing him, and she just in her feelings because she missing her baby. You feel me? Like she said, she only got 2 kids. He her baby boy, and it do be a bond between the mom and the son, a strong bond. You feel me? So my condolences to her again, and yeah, man, that's gonna be it for this video. Y'all stay blessed, stay positive, stop with the negative, bro. Stop with the negative, go positive. Cause like we all know, and like she even said, it's only 3 places that you could, it's only 3 things that you could do to choose your path: dead, or in jail, or try to live a better life. Try to die of a natural cause. You don't want to die by a person taking your life. You don't want to die in prison. I'm pretty sure nobody wants to do that, especially if you got people you gotta live for. You feel me? So it's just a wake-up call for everybody. She well outspoken, and I felt everything she said, and I feel like nothing she said was cap. You feel me? So my condolences to her again. Y'all stay blessed, man. Stay positive.